Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about the American fabric and what it is. And we're going to talk about a shift coming from the Biden administration that I don't think a whole lot of people saw coming. We're going to talk about the press release that is describing that shift and the probable responses that will come from the Republican Party because of this shift. And there will be a lot of them. If you don't know, a statement came out from the Department of Homeland Security that describes a shift in U.S. policy concerning who is a priority for deportation. And it prioritizes those people who arrived after November 1st, 2020, those who are actively involved in criminal activity, and those who have serious criminal histories, those who impact national security or border security. Those are the priorities. And it deprioritizes everyone else. The press release acknowledged the 11 million people who have come to the United States, who don't have documentation, who are now part of the American fabric. Refers to them as contributing members of our communities. Doing this allows DHS to focus their resources on those who are here who are creating victims. If they are not really going after everyone else, they have more resources to devote to them. It provides a light shield for those who have come here, who have been here for years, who have found a way to weave themselves into the American tapestry. They're not a priority. This is well within the bounds of a policy directive like this. The establishment of priorities for enforcement is something that can be done via memo, the exact way it was. Now, the problem with this is that it's not law. This isn't something that will stick around if, say, a Republican is elected in 2024. It will go away. But for the time being, this exists. It's an acknowledgement of how broken the U.S. immigration system is. The Republican Party just got handed a talking point, and they're going to use it over and over and over again. What they're going to say is that this is akin to open borders. It's not. And when you hear that, what I would point out is that it prioritizes deportation of those who arrived after November 1st, 2020, meaning that there's no incentive in this to come now. This is for those people who have been here. So when you see that talking point, and it will certainly be used, remember that. The Biden administration was pretty clear. It doesn't actually cover those who just showed up or those who will show up in the future. Has nothing to do with that. This is for those people who are now valued members of our communities. There will certainly be court cases over this. I don't think they'll be very successful. This is something that is allowed. This is something that can be done. I would take this as a good sign that the Biden administration does plan on pursuing real immigration reform, because they know as well as anybody else that as soon as the next administration comes in, this is gone. If a Republican walks in, this is going to be one of the first things that gets changed. It prioritizes DHS's resources and puts them where they matter. They're not going to be going after people who work at hospitals. They're not going to be going after people who really have become part of the United States in everything except for their papers. So I would be ready to hear a whole lot about this as we move towards the midterms, because this was a shift that is definitely handing the Republican Party a tool. It's up to those people who don't believe that outside of the U.S. are a lesser people. It's up to them to make this case and say they have been here, that they are part of our communities, and defend this decision, because it's going to be attacked a lot. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.